I want to talk to you today about this little gem of a radio right here. This is a great little radio, great for our ministry programs, great for our security. We can use it for other departments within the church as well to communicate with security. It is a great price. It's not the fanciest radio, but great components and very serviceable for the programs that we have going. Thanks for joining me today. This is the Church Security Answer Man. I'm Joe Puckett. I am so glad to be talking about this radio today. It's the Retevis RT27V MURS system, MURS walkie-talkie system, so MURS. Great little system, great little radio. We've been testing it now with my security team for a few weeks now, and I just love this little radio. It's not your fancy Motorola brand radios. I'd love to have some of those, but they are very expensive, and I hope, that's my goal, to get to those radios eventually. But right now, this is a great little tool for us. It's very cost effective. I mean, we're talking about $20 a radio, and it comes with so many things that we're going to talk about here. So it's on the MURS radio system. I mentioned that. So it's a business band that is set up, that doesn't need licensing, that businesses can get a hold of, inexpensive, and not worry about all the FCC regulations or licensing, if you will. Hey, the other great thing is, when most of us are at church needing to use these, there might be other businesses in your region that are using them, especially if you're in a downtown metro area. But for most of us, a lot of those businesses are buttoned up on Saturdays or Sundays whenever you're operating, or maybe Wednesday evenings, or whenever your evening services are. So this is a great little device. So far we've been using it. We haven't had any issues at all with this thing. Very, very strong little radios. It comes with so many things as well. So let's talk about what does come in the box. You get the radio. It comes with a nice little user's manual, if you will. So with lots of good little information in that little package there. It also comes with the earpiece, which is awesome, and it works great, as well as the connection to the radio, and then your little remote mic here, your little push button remote mic here that's all attached in this system. Wow, and it works great. Now, the only thing that I found so far with this is some people who haven't been, who are not used to radios, like have been in law enforcement or some field where they've used radios, they find this a bit difficult, a bit challenging to get used to. So you will see some folks that are kind of dealing with this because it's got to go, the radio goes on your hip, on your belt loop, your belt, and then this plugs into the radio, and then is run up through your shirt, especially if you're going to try to be low profile with these, which we are. We try to keep that balance of security and a welcoming environment, so we don't want to be going up and talking to people and have wires and earpieces dangling. But if you can get it fed into inside your jacket or in your clothing, then you can run it up the backside of your ear and plug it in. It's very low profile. And I hang the little microphone either on my name tag, cord lanyard, or on my shirt. So it works really, really well. It also comes with the belt clip. So you can see here the little belt clip that just screws right on the back of the radio here. And then it comes with its own little charger as well. So just plugs in, little charger for the radio, just fits right in there, and sits right in its little holder, so you can just charge them. So it comes with a whole kit, and I love it. Whole kit, and you're running $17 to $20 if you look on Amazon. I've got a link for it if you want to go take a look at it, or a link where you can buy it right there in Amazon and order it. And we bought 10 of them, and it was under $200. It was like $180 at the time that we ordered them. We also purchased a charging bank for 6 of the radios. For 6 of our main radios, we got a little square charging bank that the radios go into. So It makes it a little bit more convenient than dealing with all the individual little chargers, but that's for our main part of our team to use. So I love this thing. So a few of the things that they talk about, you know, it's a low watt. It's less than 2 watts for each radio that it's the signal that it's sending and receiving. This thing is very durable. It's water and dust resistant. The website says that it will last for 10 to 12 hours on a single charge. And we're only using ours for 3 to 4 hours, pretty much max, for our early team. So the reality is it's got a great serviceability for our use. Great battery life, very durable, water resistant. So if you're out in the rain or snow, dust resistant as well. You know, and it says up to a couple of miles in the outdoors for usage. And I can tell you it's very good indoors as well. And in our situation, we're using it from the parking lot all the way through the building to a back parking lot section. So when our teams are patrolling around the facility, we're using it through the facility. We're preparing to give it to our nursery workers, our kids area workers as well, so that they can pick it up and communicate with us. And we're working through that just a little bit. So what we're going to do with that. So right now we're thinking we're just going to assign them. We're going to distribute them every morning that we're at church. So every Sunday morning we'll distribute these to the different rooms in the kids area and then have them be able to pick it up and communicate with us. We're thinking about leaving them turned down, so that they're not hearing all our back and forth, but they could pick it up and tell us that they need some help, or pick it up, turn it up, and tell us that they need some help, if you will. So, and that way we're distributing them. We're not just leaving them on a charger, and that way we can check them every morning, make sure they're on the right channel, and make sure that the volume's in the correct position and that they've been charged, those kind of things. So we're using them right now, like I said, from one parking lot to the other parking lot. We're going through pumming block walls, a couple different walls, through heavy wood walls, and through some long sections of building. And these things are still working great. So earpieces are great. They stay in your ear. And, you know, the only thing I can say about the earpieces is if you're not used to it, trying to talk to people and having one of your ears plugged up is a little bit of a challenge, but some people have been finding they just leave it pulled out a little bit, turn their radio volume up just a little bit higher so that they can still hear it, but they can still get a little reception from their discussions with people as well. So these have the little attachment for where you're going to plug in your little connections there for your microphone and your earpiece. On the other side, it has the push to talk button in case you were using these direct. And then, of course, your squelch and buttons on that side. These great little antenna, it's not too long, but it's long enough to give you that great range. It has the volume controls here.
Open the radio.
Gives you a little greeting, tells you what channel that you're on. Verbally, it doesn't give you a dial indicator. There's no visual sign of what channel you're on, but you just change the channel and then it tells you what channel it's on. Here, I'll give you an example of that.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So these are 5-channel radios, so it gives you options. We did start out with channel 1. At our church, and we found there was a little bit of interference on channel 1, so we switched to channel 2, and we operate on channel 2 now. We have not had any problems for weeks. And again, I'm just recommending these to you. Check them out. Go read a little information about them. There's some other reviews. A couple other folks have recommended those as well. If you look through our comments and some of the past comments, and in our community, there's posts in the community where we've been talking about radios. You can see a little bit of information there. There's other radios, there's other models within this brand as well, but I just picked this one because of the MURS business channels, because we're pretty much, it's like we're alone in our community on Sunday mornings. If you do Saturday mornings, Saturday evenings, you're probably going to find a similar situation for you. We don't need the licensing, but it's better than the family radio system. I've tried to use those before, and we're just off of a main highway. So it's like there's people going to be going by, there's people using them. We're in an area where there's ATV traffic. They're towing their ATVs headed up the mountain to go ride quads and stuff like that. And those folks no doubt are traveling with those family radios. And so just to keep things simple, a little more professional, I wanted something that's a little more dedicated in the channel area. And again, I'd love to get to fancier someday, more expensive, but these things so far are great and very, very cost effective. So check out the information down in the comments section here if you're on YouTube, and check out this information about this. Check it out on Amazon. You can see the price, get a little bit more information as well. Even buy from that standpoint, just to check them out. I would definitely recommend these right now from my perspective. So also leave us a comment. I'd love to hear from you what radio you're using. If you use these, that would be great to hear from you, what you think, and other people in the community would love to hear what you have to say about radios as well, which models you might use, what you think about them as well. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, all the time, 24/7, we're over on the churchsecurityanswerman.com. There's all kinds of free stuff over there to help you, forms, some little trainings, and of course there's paid courses over there as well. But come on over and check it out. Send me a note to Captain Joe Puckett at gmail.com as well. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.